did not get tuberculosis, and that's probably measurable. In terms of spreading good word about democracy, it's very, very, very difficult to discuss and think about, almost impossible to measure. So,
I characterize my service as a series of downward adjustments. When I left, I thought, good, I'm going to go save the world, and I wasn't kidding. I even had it written in the back of my planner on things to do, save the world, semi-jokingly. But when we got to our village and realized that, oh, you know, not only are we here to teach and do a lot of high-level things, we got to worry about things like people don't really understand that washing hands prevents, you know, parasitic illness and things like that. So it was a lot of downward adjustments from there. And it adjusted all the way down to where I ended up with like 5 parasites, and I had to get evacuated and go home early. And that I would say was my biggest choice, because I wanted to stay there and make sure something good happened. And it turns out I had to leave in the back of an ambulance, you know, just putting my life on a thread. And so that was a big disappointment for me. And then, of course, later on hearing the news that, well, nothing I would have done would have mattered anyway because, you know, they're in civil war. But I think you're right, having the friendships and the experiences that I got from it could overshadow that a little bit. It was a real kick. It was an adventure, and I certainly got more from it, I know, than I probably gave, objectively speaking.
That might be a good follow-up question to add is, do you feel you gave more or you received more?
I was teaching, there's always a self-serving way to say this, you know, how difficult it was and how, et cetera, et cetera. The notion was that I would have a very difficult time teaching high school students, and so they gave me the youngest students, who turned out to be difficult for other reasons, but it was 4 groups of 60 students, and teaching a first-year language to them had all sorts of difficulties. But as always, when you have a big class,